852, Big 550, KTRS. There you go. That's Charles D'Angelo. Charles, I've known you how long?
Now about, 7, 8 years?
7, 8 years, yes.
The Christine Buck days.
The Christine Buck days.
You remember her?
I do. I
How's
do
she
remember
doing?
Christine Buck very well. I saw her not too long ago. She's doing great.
I haven't seen her in a while.
She's a sweetheart.
Yes.
Charles D'Angelo, weight loss coach to the stars, the author of a
Think and
brand
Grow
new
Thin.
book, Think and Grow Thin.
That's the original book, and the
then
new book is Inner Guru.
Inner Guru, which you can get at bookstores everywhere as well as Amazon.com. How's it going?
Everything's going great.
Good. Lots of people, you're well known, not only here in town, but also throughout the country as, and I like to joke, a weight loss coach to the stars. And it's sort of a life coach. But it's really interesting how you teach people, and we get you on because everybody has a relationship with food.
Everyone has a relationship with themselves, with everything.
And
Yes.
I know I'm a stress eater, and that comfort food kills me every time, right? It's like, and you teach people how to deal.
How to meet their needs independent of something external to them.
That's
So
right.
Many people use
and so
food
people go looking for answers in the
wrong places.
in a bottle, in a bag of chips,
in an empty relationship,
Right,
in
yeah.
a substance,
Yeah.
overworking. So many people fail to really think about what their needs are and then how they're working to meet those needs.
Yeah.
So you've got to look at what are you turning to either distract yourself or console yourself. And for most of the people that come to work with me, the substance is food. So it's all about losing the chains of your history, really learning from your past and then integrating it in a way so that you can start to learn how to meet your own needs.
Yeah.
Independent of using food.
It's really interesting. It's like there's this part of you that like, wait a minute, if I don't have this hot dog, I'm going to be scared of how I'm going to feel if I don't have this hot dog.
Dealing with emotions is something that a lot of people find difficult.
Yeah.
You know, how many people are constantly distracted every day? We listen to something, we watch something, we read something, we constantly check our phones. Go to any restaurant and you'll see two people sitting across from each other, neither connected to the other person. So we've lost touch with real connection. And all of us as humans have a need for that. And not only a need to connect with others, but a need to connect with ourselves. And when we become divorced from ourselves, we often will use things to meet that need for connection.
Right.
And all too often, the thing that slows us down is food. So how do you really break that pattern? How do you then create the lasting change you want is really the impetus of my work.
It really is. It really is interesting, and you sort of, it's simple, and it's really the hardest part is taking that first step.
I always tell people it's simple, but it doesn't necessarily imply easiness. If it was so easy, everyone would be fit, right? Or if
Right.
a diet was the answer, everyone would be thin and lean. The real issue is how do you master emotions so that you learn how to stay consistent doing what you know. Most people that come to work with me, whether they're an A-list actor, a doctor, a national political leader.
A-list radio talk show host for KTRS.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
Any of those people, they typically know what to do, but they find it difficult to do what they know. And so it's how do you get yourself motivated to stay consistent and really move towards what you want.
And also, a lot of times, you do the weigh-ins and stuff. And
Accountability is a big part for a lot of people.
You hear these diets where people say, no weigh-ins, no accountability. Well, if you don't have any accountability, the system's not going to work.
I love what you've always said. You coined a phrase that really has kind of narrated my work. People say, I've heard of Charles D'Angelo. He helped someone lose 100, 150 pounds, 200 pounds. I mean, this guy got off of all his medications, but there's a problem with the whole thing. You know, as soon as you stop eating right and exercising like he tells you, you get fat again. Well, no, really? You know, as if I have some magic bullet. Now, I think it's pretty damn remarkable that every single person I work with, I have 100% success rate when people do what I've asked them to do.
Right.
You've just got to make the decision that you're really committed to following through. And
Right.
once you do,
I know.
I'm here to tell you, once weighing 360 pounds, why wouldn't you make the decision to really embrace a strategy that's guaranteed to bring about the changes you really want
I
for
know,
yourself?
I love that. You know, once you stop eating right and exercising, you're going to gain all that weight
So
right back.
why call him?
Real is that how it works? The minute you stop exercising, you're going to gain that weight
As
right
soon
back.
as you start eating Doritos and regular soda and having booze before
we
bed,
don't have time. But there are people, close people, who don't want you to succeed, and so you're having them say, well, wait a minute, you're getting better, I'm not. You can't get better.
It makes them confront their issues.
Yeah.
Even you're striving to get better, even if you're making no progress whatsoever, can unsettle them, make them uneasy. And it's not malicious. It's
Right.
more or less they don't want to lose the connection they have to you.
Yeah.
And if you could, I wanted to plug this
Yeah.
new magazine that just came out. Darren Slyman and James Patrick just created this magazine named Max. And in it, on page 20, I think 22,
He's a good-looking
is it?
guy, Charles D'Angelo.
On 22 is a story of how I transformed from 360 pounds to where I am now, helping thousands of others.
I got 5 seconds. What's your phone number?
314-495-3228 or charlesdangelo.com.